Good morning, you guys. We're going to go over customary units of weight, and I'm going to walk you through today's Google Slides assignment. So follow along with me if you want to. All right, so you guys should have gone into Google Classroom and pulled up your attached copy of customary units of weight. To double check, make sure it says your name up in the corner where it says customary units of weight. Make sure it has your name. That way you know it's your personal copy of the assignment, and then go ahead and type in your name. And then go to slide 2. And you guys are going to do some vocab review. So it says draw a line, use the line tool from the vocabulary word to match the correct definition. So we have the line tool, which is this little guy up here. And I am just going to use an arrow one. And I am going to, let's see, so I'm going to be drawing some arrows from the vocabulary word to match the definition. So a pound. So this one says a customary unit used to measure weight. There are 2,000 pounds in 1 ton. A small compact car weighs about 1 ton. So that is not a pound, that's a ton. So right away I could do ton goes to there. So I know that one. Then we have a customary unit used to measure weight. There are 16 ounces in 1 pound. A loaf of bread weighs about 1 pound. So then I could do pound to, oops. And then I can click on that line tool again, pound to, oops, that was not supposed to happen. So 1 pound is about as much as a loaf of bread. And then the last one, which we can see, an ounce, a customary unit of weight used to measure weight. A slice of bread is about 1 ounce. So 1 ounce is about a slice of bread, where a pound is about 16 slices of bread, right? Because that would be 16 ounces in a pound. So we have those, our vocab words. And then the video, which I'm going to let you watch on your own. Remember, just click inside on that play button. If it shows up like this with the blue lines around it, you're probably not going to be able to click in. So click out and then tap on that play button, and it will play the video for you. Here you have some examples. So click on the cat and dog to watch the video for each example, then fill in the blanks for each question. So this one is the little cat. So you're going to click on that and it will take you to this video. A vehicle weighs 2 tons. I think these are actually kind of switched around. But this is a vehicle weighs 2 tons. What is the weight in pounds? You can click down here at the bottom to switch between those 2 videos. But since our first question is talking about ounces in a pound, I'm going to do find the number of ounces in 4 pounds. So we're going to watch this video.
Find the number of ounces in 4 pounds. There are 16 ounces in 1 pound. Use any strategy to multiply 16 by 4 to find how many ounces are in 4 pounds. 4 times 16 equals 64. So there are 64 ounces in 4 pounds.
All right, so after watching that video, you guys notice that if we have 4 pounds, we're going to convert those 4 pounds into ounces by multiplying by the number of ounces in 1 pound. So because there are 16 ounces in 1 pound, we multiply those 4 pounds by 16 to figure out that there are 64 ounces in 4 pounds. So if we're looking back at this customary units of weight assignment, we're looking at the first example, which is find the number of ounces in 6 pounds. So there are, and we can look over here at this chart, we know that 1 pound is equal to 16 ounces. So we know that there are 16 ounces in 1 pound. So I just put the number 16 in there in the blank. So I'm going to be multiplying 6 pounds multiplied by the 16 ounces in a pound, and that's going to tell me my answer here. So we're going to go to I'm going to go to the whiteboard. You're going to go to a piece of paper. But here we're going to be doing 16 multiplied by the 6 pounds. So remember, this is 16 ounces because 16 ounces equals 1 pound. And this is 6 pounds, which is LBS. And I'm having a hard time writing with my mouse pad, but we are trying to find the amount of ounces in those 6 pounds. So our answer is going to yield or give us the amount of ounces in those 6 pounds. So 16 times 6. So 6 times 6 is 36. So 6, we carry that 3 above the tens place. Multiply the ones place by the tens place. So that's 6 plus the 3 that we've carried over. So that gives us 9. So our final answer is that there are 96 ounces. So we know that 6 times 16 was equal to 96. So we know that there are 96 ounces in 6 pounds. Then the vehicle shown below, so this vehicle, this nice little camper, weighs 8 tons. What is the weight in pounds? So we're going to watch that next video, which is about ounces in pounds. And again, if you click on the dog, it's going to take you to the Big Ideas Math video. And this was the pounds one. I want you to go ahead and click on the weight in tons, because you're going to be able to watch those 2 videos. So we're going to watch this one. So if a vehicle weighs 2 tons, what is the weight in pounds? Now our question was, if the vehicle weighs 8 tons, what is the weight in pounds? So it's going to be very similar.
A vehicle weighs 2 tons. What is the weight in pounds? There are 2,000 pounds in 1 ton.
So I'm going to pause it really fast. That's really important because we know that if we have 2 tons, we're going to be doing 2,000 plus 2,000. Or we're going to do 2,000 multiplied by the 2 tons to figure out how many pounds we have.
Multiply 2,000 by 2 to find the weight in pounds. 2 times 2,000 equals 4,000. So the vehicle weighs 4,000 pounds.
And that's that video. Now, if we look back here, we have a vehicle that weighs 8 tons. So for our, hold on, cancel. I'm just going to delete or just erase all of this really fast to make the eraser bigger. Okay, so we have something that is 8 tons. We know that 1 ton, so looking over here, I'm going to highlight it. We know that 1 ton is equal to 2,000 pounds. So in order for us to solve our problem, we are going to take those 8 tons and multiply it by the 2,000 pounds that is in 1 ton. So whatever that equals is going to tell us the number of pounds in 8 tons. Now, another way to do this would be to add 2,000 8 times. Are you going to get the same result? Absolutely. Is it going to be a little bit more difficult? Probably, because you have more potential to make errors when you're adding multiple times. So it's easier to take these 2 numbers and multiply together. Now remember, we have a trick. We can put down our zeros later. We're going to do 8 multiplied by 2, which is 16. And then we're going to add in all those zeros that we see here. So now we're going to add in 3 more zeros and add in our comma, 1, 2, 3, comma. And we have our final answer. There are 16,000 pounds in 8 tons. So if we go back to our customary units of weight, we can say, okay, there are, and I'm going to type in, there are 2,000 2,000 pounds in 1 ton. Just move that over so it fits in that little space. It's not going to be perfect. Maybe make it smaller if I need to and readjust. So there are 2,000 pounds in 1 ton. So we multiplied 8 times 2,000, and we got our final answer of 16,000 pounds. So that means the vehicle weighs about 16,000 pounds. And that is the answers to our 2 examples right there. So now moving on to the next slide, we have some questions for you to finish. I have the customary units of weight little cheat sheet right here. And I'm going to do question number 1, and I'm going to do question number 2, but I will leave 3 and 4 for you to complete on your own. So our first question is 5 tons is equal to how many pounds? Well, we did a question just like this. We did 8 tons equals 16,000 pounds. So basically we just have to switch this out right here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to erase the 8 tons. Oops. Hold on, it totally erased part of my thing, but oh well. Okay, I'm going to make this eraser just a little smaller. So this can disappear. Oops. This can disappear right here. And I'm just going to switch it out. And I'm going to write, since we're talking about 5 tons equals how many pounds, I'm going to say, well, 5 tons multiplied by the 2,000 pounds in 1 ton, because 1 ton equals 2,000 pounds. So 5 times 2,000. Well, again, we know we can take this to 5 multiplied by 2. So 5 times 2 is 10. And then I'm going to add those 3 zeros behind it. So 1, 2, 3. Add my comma, 1, 2, 3, comma. And my final answer is 10,000 pounds. So going back to our problem over here, I know that 5 tons is equal to 10,000 pounds. Now remember, you can drag this out, readjust, make it smaller, however you want to, so that it fits in that space. All right, number 2, 9 pounds equals how many ounces? So we take a look at the chart. I say, well, okay, if I have a pound, that's 16 ounces. So I could do 16 plus 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 16. So I could add 16 9 times. But again, when you're adding something multiple times, there's more room for error. So the best thing for us to do, instead of adding multiple times, we are going to multiply. So 9 pounds multiplied by the 16 ounces in 1 pound. So going to our whiteboard, I'm going to go to the next little slide. I'm going to put that back here. Nope, I want to move it. Can I move it? Undo, undo. Okay, let's move that back over here in the corner. Okay. So we know that 1 pound is equal to 16 ounces. And that's important for us to know because that's the number we're going to be using. We're going to be multiplying by that number. So I'm going to highlight that, make sure we know 1 pound is equal to 16 ounces. And looking back at our question, we have 9 pounds. So we want to know 9 pounds multiplied by 16 ounces is going to equal how many ounces? So we're looking for the number of ounces in 9 pounds. So then we're going to take that. We're going to do 16 multiplied by 9. And we're going to solve. So you guys should be doing this on a piece of paper, but I will do it with you. So 1's place times 1's place, 6 times 9 is 54. So 4, carry that 5 above the 10's place. 1's place times 10's place, so 9 times 1, plus that 5 is 14. So we get 144 ounces. So 144 ounces are the amount of ounces in 9 pounds. So we go back to our assignment, click in our little box, 144 ounces is the answer to number 2. That was pretty short and sweet. I hope that you guys come to me tomorrow for any questions that you might have. Tomorrow's assignment is working on extra math, and then you'll be doing like 5 questions on big ideas for units of weight. So we are just going to be talking about customary units of weight for this week. And then let me know if you need anything else. So, bye.